people who built great agencies understood that there's a balance between art and commerce. And the great icons, the people that we celebrate, the great heroes who built great agencies cared about only two things: brains and talent. That was the ability to do things that made, brands famous. And they had this extraordinary vision to do things differently. They were insurgents. They challenged status quo. They thought outside the box, and they thought that they could do things differently. And we at MDC, we sort of say, we're the place where great talent lives. And we started to accelerate and say, why don't we invest further in great talent? There are people with what I call latent entrepreneurial tendencies in big firms who really want to be one of those people. They want to be great icons who've reinvented the industry. And we believe more and more those opportunities are greater than ever before. And what I realized is that it is only about the work, no question. But the one thing that you realize in building an agency is if you have no money, it's really hard to focus on the work only, because you've never really focused on the work and had that challenge until you've had to meet a payroll. And today, success of agencies that are starting, it's easier than ever probably to start an agency, or as easy today as it ever was. There's only one problem though. As you become more successful, the economics or capital becomes more and more relevant. So Chuck and I were talking, we said, let's make this easy. Let's make it easy for the people who have an infinite desire for epic entrepreneurial accomplishment, who want to be one of these great people, to start an agency. So this isn't a gimmick, it's not a game, it's the real deal. And if it works as well as we think it is, it's something that we would do each and every year in perpetuity. So our idea is really simple. Rethink right now in this audience and in every place around the world is a great entrepreneur or entrepreneurial group who wants to start another agency or any other marketing services firm. We don't care where you are. We don't care what agency you're with today. We don't care if you're a freelancer. We don't care if you're at a production company. We don't care if you're independent or unemployed. We don't care if you're at an MDC firm. We want to be your partner. So we'll put up $1 million to own half your business. You come to us with your ideas. We'll give you 120 days to come up with your ideas. You bring them to us, we'll vet them through, we'll narrow it down to 10 firms. And those 10 firms we will interview. If we find 5 great ideas, we'll put up $5 million. And honest to goodness, we will do this each and every year because we think now is the greatest time in the history of the industry to build a new firm. And I'll tell you why. Because you are the people who understand how consumers consume influence in a digital economy. And the world has changed. And clients don't care about how many people, how many services, how many offices, and how many countries. They care about the work and its ability to drive return on marketing investment. And I applaud people like Chuck and Alex who started their business, but I really applaud people like David Droga. I mean, he was at the pinnacle of the industry. He had an extraordinary job. He was the global chief creative officer for one of the great agencies, and he went home and said, I'm going to put it all on the line. And for that, I applaud him for taking that risk, and he will be a great success. I'll talk more about him if we're ever his partner, but I'll always talk about my partners more. So bring us your business plan. It can be written on a napkin at Starbucks. Show us your work, and we'll figure it out from there. Now, in addition to that, we make it even easier because once we're your partner, we fund 100% of all investment in your business. So we didn't make Crispin Porter great in terms of the work they did, but we did give them unlimited resources to go to Boulder, to expand LA, to add 400 people in digital, to buy Texture, to buy Daddy, to expand to Europe, and to follow their instincts, which were brilliant, and to do the things that they knew would differentiate them. Now, this is not new to MDC. We've done it 10 separate times, and it's worked very successfully. But we've never been privileged to have the opportunity to do it on a global stage. We don't care if you're in Uganda, or you're in Australia, or New Zealand, or London, or Paris, or Tokyo. We don't care if you're in Toronto, you're in Miami, you're in Boulder, Colorado. So here's where you send them to startup at mdc-partners.net. What we hope that our capital will do is give you the conviction to say no. To say no to clients who won't pay you for the value that you create. To say no to clients who are trying to take advantage of your newness. What our capital will do is hopefully make you more confident to hire the best people, focus on doing great work, invest in, as Chuck said, public relations and being famous, and also to invest in new business capability. And probably what MDC's been really good at doing is doing what I call dare to dream. If people have a great idea but they're afraid to invest in it, we say, go ahead and do it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, man. Well done.
Cheers.
Very well done.